So we're still going to look at another kind of transformation, because I told you there's 3 different kinds of transformation, right? You have the A, you have the H, and you have the K. So we figured out the A and the K, now we're going to look at the H. What do you see the difference between A, K, and then the location? I'm talking about the location of A, K, and the location of H. The location of H is inside the bracket. So that H, as you can see, is affected by that square, right? It's under that square because it's in the bracket with that square, okay? So again, if I'm looking at my vertex form, which I've told you that this is called the vertex form. A x minus h squared plus k, right? So A is outside, K is outside, H is inside the bracket, so it's affected by that square. Okay? Now, so we've seen a vertical translation. We've seen the A value as vertical stretch and vertical compression. Let's see what does this do to the graph. Okay, what does the H do to it? Okay, so I'm going to go back to Desmos and I'm going to graph these and then we're going to see what they do to the graph. All right, you guys have to help me with the equations because I will not remember all of them, okay? Show desktop. Okay, so the first one was y equals x what? No, that I have, x minus. Okay, so what do you see? What happened? Shift to the right. How much? 2. What's your vertex now? 2, 0, because the x value is 2. The y value is 0. So you see is that red graph have moved over 2 units to the right. Look at your function, look at your equation right here, y equals x minus 2 squared. Is that what you expected? Did you expect it to move to the right? What did you expect if you look at it? What would you expect? That's right? When you look at it, you would expect it to move to the left. But technically, no. Because this basically, if I equal this to 0, if I do x minus 2 equals 0, right? And I move the 2 over, what does it become? X equals to 2. So that's why it moves to the 2 to the right. Okay? Because technically what you see here is the opposite of what the graph is going to move. Because you're going to have to solve for it.
What about the square?
What about the square?
Yeah.
The square is basically you have 2 of them. X minus 2 squared, that means you have x minus 2 times x minus 2. So if you do it twice, it's going to give you exactly the same answer, right? That's what it is.
X squared plus 4.
No. If you FOIL, that's going to be x squared minus 4x, or minus 4x plus 4. If you FOIL. Remember that? You remember the FOIL? This times this gives you x squared. This times this gives you negative 2x. Right? Then negative 2 times x gives you negative 2x. Then negative 2 times negative 2 is going to give you positive 4. And then when you add these two like terms.
So x squared
Minus 4x.
4x plus 4.
Yeah. But we're going to talk about that later on. Okay? But for now, all what you have to remember that yes, you're looking at whatever's inside the bracket, whatever that inside the bracket is. If you're looking at transformation, we're going to call this horizontal translation because it moved horizontally, right, to the right 2, or 2 units to the right. Okay?
So for now, we're not doing anything with the square.
No. No. Okay, give me the other one. Y equals x minus 4 squared. Right? So we see that it has moved 4 units to the right.
Because if you're solving for x, 4 becomes a positive.
That's exactly correct. Okay? How about the next one? Y equals?
What do you expect if I have x plus 1 squared? What do you see? What do you think is going to happen? To the left,
Horizontal shift.
1. Yeah. Horizontal shift, 1 unit to the left. What's your vertex for this? -1 and 0. That's right. Okay? And then the last one, y equals
Plus 3.
squared. So I moved 3 units to the left, and my vertex is, yeah, -3, 0. Okay. -3, 0, yep. Okay, so the h value is, for this one, what would your h value? It's 2. 2.
Yes.
Fabulous. Remember that, I'm going to take you back up here. It's xh. Okay, so the minus is already there. And the h is just 2. Yeah? What? Nope, it's just 2.
You're
It's
always
just 2.
you're always disregarding the positive and negative sign when it comes to h.
You're always doing the opposite of what it is.
The opposite of what.
Yeah. So if this is the negative, then it's going to be positive.
Right.
If it's positive, it's going to be negative.
That's what I thought
Okay?
originally.
Yeah. Because look at this, it's already a negative in there, right? So negative and negative makes positive. Negative and positive makes negative. Okay? Okay, direction of opening. Up. What's the vertex?
2, 0.
2, 0. Now, let's look at this. So it's the black one right here, right? You guys see that? What would be your axis of symmetry? 2. You see that? So this is it. If I draw an axis of symmetry right here, right, in the black graph, it's going to be x equals 2. Right? It's not x equals 0 anymore. It has shifted horizontally, so the axis of symmetry is going to shift. Transformation.
Horizontal translation. 2 units to the left.
Horizontal translation. Two units to the left. Okay, for the next one I'm going to write HT for horizontal translation, so this way it will fit. Okay, next one.
4.
4. H value is 4. Direction of opening.
Up.
Vertex.
4,
4, 0. Axis of symmetry.
4.
X equals 4. X equals 4. Yes. And horizontal translation. 4 units to the right. X plus 1 squared, what happened?
-1.
That's right, the h value is -1. Opens up. I am not getting that reflection. If there's no reflection, it's gonna open up. Vertex.
-1, 0.
of symmetry.
-1.
Translation. Transformation.
Horizontal translation 1 unit to the left.
And then next H value is opens up vertex. Symmetry and horizontal translation 3 units. When h is greater than 0, what happens to the parabola? The parabola shifts to square. No, when h is greater than 0, the parabola shifts to the
Right.
How would it look like inside your bracket?
Negative.
That's right. So in the equation, it's gonna look like this. Right? It's positive, h is positive, greater than 0. It's gonna look like it's negative inside the bracket. You guys understand that? Okay. Now if h is less than 0, which is h is negative, where is it going to move? To the left, and how would it look like in the equation?
Positive.
Positive. A lot of people have problem with this, okay? So you guys have to, right away, make sure that you understand this. It describes the horizontal translation. Of the parabola. It provides the value of, is it the x or the y value of your vertex?
X.
The x value of the vertex. And what else do we call that value? The axis. Are we okay with this? Okay. Next question is asking you for each of the following. State the transformations and graph the problem. How many transformations do you see in the first one? Y equals x plus 2 squared minus 3. 2 transformations. What are they?
Horizontal and vertical.
What? Horizontal and vertical what?
2 units to the left, horizontal shift, 2 units to the left, and the vertical 3 units down.
Okay? Do we agree with that? Horizontal translation, 2 units to the left,
Okay.
and vertical translation, 3 units down? Yeah? Okay. So, let's write down. Horizontal translation, 2 units left, and vertical translation, 3 units down. That's all what you have to say. for the transformation.
Sorry.
Now if I want to graph this, what is my, so these are the things that I have to look at right now. What is my vertex and what kind of step pattern do I have? So what would my vertex be?
First one is
It will be negative 2
0
and
and
negative
then
3.
0 and minus
It can be, you only have one vertex, so you have to put them together. What would it be?
Negative 2 and negative 3.
-2 and -3? Because this is the x value of your vertex, and this is the y value of the vertex. Right? So you have one vertex, which is -2, -3. So this is this value of the vertex, the x value, and this is the y value of the vertex. Remember that the horizontal translation is your axis of symmetry, right? The -2, that's your axis of symmetry, and then this is your optimal value. What kind of step pattern do I have here?
1, 3, 5.
1, 3, 5. It's not affected, right? Okay, can I have your attention for a second, please? Your vertex is in the negatives, right? So I need to have enough room down there in the negative to fit the -2, and I need to kind of be more in the negative in the y values. Okay, so -2 has to be here, let's say, and then -3 is down below. Okay, so when I'm planning my axis, I'm gonna have enough, so 3 units below. And then because it's -2, so it's more to the left, so I'm gonna move my y-axis to a little bit to the left. Okay? If I'm locating my vertex, it's gonna be right here. You guys agree that this is where my vertex is?
Yes.
So it's at -2 and -3. And then I have to go up 1 over 1. Then I have to go up 3 over 1. And I'm gonna try to see if I can go 5.